Yo, yo, yo! What's up? So check us out. I'm in the Laguna Beach right now. Just got to my car. There's the ocean right there. Look how beautiful it is. I had to walk back up to this hill to this neighborhood to get my truck. But this is where I run 1,000 steps. Laguna Beach, baby. So, anyway, let's chat, baby. Let's chat. I got some time. I'm running right now to meet up with the wifey because she's going to get her nails done, so I got to go grab the little dude from her on my way home. So, what's today? Thursday? Yeah, I don't even know what day it is. That's the benefits of being an entrepreneur, baby. You get to live life on your own terms. Shit, I was just at the beach. Just at the beach working out on a Thursday. It's 10 o'clock. What are you guys doing? At work, probably. Working for somebody else. Anyway. So, today, I wanted to talk about the power of consistency, baby. The power of consistency. A lot of you guys don't understand how important consistency is when it comes to any area of your life, whether it's your fitness, or your business, or your finances, or your relationships. If I sound funny, it's because I got my Invisalign in right now. I haven't been wearing it lately, so I'm trying to finish this up because I only got a few trays left. But anyway, the power of consistency, man. You guys have to be consistent. And when your nutrition and your training, like for example, like in your businesses, you know, you got to do the work every single day. You cannot relax. You cannot let your foot off the pedal. You cannot ever, you got to always have your foot on the gas, always moving forward. Every single day, no matter what's going on in your life, you got to keep pushing forward and moving forward. You're always going to face challenges. You're always going to have obstacles. There's always going to be issues. There's always going to be drama, right? You got to push through no matter what. So I train every single day, man. Every single day. Because I love it. But also because here's the way that it works. And I'm not really trying to get like shredded or anything right now. Right now I just work out for my own mental health and physical health, really. But when I get serious and I'm trying to get shredded, I'm on a whole nother level. But I work out every day mainly because I want to make sure that I can eat the amount of food that I want to eat every day, right? Because here's the reality. If you don't work out, you basically got starved that day, right? Because your calorie output's only going to be here. So if you're trying to eat like your normal calorie amount, like mine's about like, depending on the day, 2,800, maybe 3,000, some days a little bit less. And if I don't work out, I'm only going to burn like 1,700, 1,800, because that's my basal metabolic rate, just to sustain life, right? So if I eat that much, I'm getting fat, right? Well, I ain't getting fat, so I'd rather work out every day. So I'd rather work out every day than eat 1,700, 1,800 calories so I don't get fat, right? See what I'm saying? And the problem is most of you guys, you only work out a couple times a week, and then you eat your normal amount, and you get fat on those days, even whenever you're eating healthy, right? So that's why I work out 7 days a week. So, but consistency applies to everything, man. Business, your relationships, right? So let's take relationships, for example, okay? In order to keep your relationship strong and keep your connection strong, so that way your relationship can stay strong, you have to do things on a daily basis to connect and stay connected and to keep your relationship strong. That also includes things weekly, you know, like date nights every single week, right? You have to do with no friends, no kids, no nothing, right? Desiree and I do 2 a week. So we got one today, and we got another one. We usually do it on Saturdays. We have a wedding to go to on Saturday, so we're doing it on Sunday this week. So we do 2 a week. So that's just another example. Consistency. You got to be consistent. daily, weekly, monthly. The same thing applies to your nutrition, right? Most of you guys, you're only good a few days a week, and then you fuck up the other few days a week, and your fuck ups way outweigh that little bit of good that you did. That good was this much for you, but you fuck up this much, right? So now you're behind weeks now. Now you're never going to catch up because you're going to do the same exact thing next week. And this is why when you go to the gym, you go to your normal 24-hour fitness, right? You see the same people that have been there every day. Some of them there, like for example, I go to the gym, I go to 24-hour fitness, and there's a bunch of them that I hop around at all over Orange County, depending on what I'm feeling like that day and the type of people I want to be around, or maybe the equipment that I want. So I'll hop around. I've been seeing the same people in this area for over a decade at these gyms. And guess what's happened to literally almost 100% of them? They've gotten fatter. Even though they're there before I get there, they're there after I leave there. And they've still gotten fatter over the past 10 years. Why is that? Because they don't fucking focus on their food. That's the number one most important thing when it comes to getting results. I don't care if you're trying to gain muscle. I don't care if you're trying to lose weight. You're trying to get ripped. Whatever it is, your food is everything. And if you don't fix that, you are never going to fix your physique. That is number one. It is also the number one most important thing when it comes to fixing your health. You cannot fix any health problems that you have without fixing your diet. It's impossible. Drugs are not going to help you. Your doctor is not going to help you. All he's going to do is write you a prescription to a drug that is going to help manage some of the symptoms that you have, right? And then what's going to happen is because those have 70 side effects on average, you're going to start having some other issues. You're going to be damaging your liver and other parts of your body and your brain and all kinds of shit. Then you're going to start to have other symptoms, right? Then you're going to go back to the doctor, and what's he going to do? He's going to write you a prescription for the symptoms that you're having from your side effects of the drug, right? So now you got two. Then you're going to start having some more side effects and some more problems. Then you're going to go back to the doctor. Then what's he going to do? He's going to write you another one, right? So now you got three, okay? Guess what? If you haven't, realized it yet already, dumbass, drugs ain't going to help you. You cannot fix your health without fixing your diet, okay? That is a fact, all right? So, and being that the average American eats 300 pounds of sugar a year, no joke, 300 pounds. 300, that's almost a pound a day you guys are eating. Almost a pound a day of sugar, okay? Think about this, and it's coming from refined sugar itself. Average Americans around 130 to 180, so we'll say 150, okay? And then they're eating around 150 pounds of flour, which bread, pasta, pizza, crackers, cereal, things like that, those are made out of flour. That is sugar to your body too. So you're eating 300 pounds of sugar a year when we used to eat, 100 years ago, 20 teaspoons for the entire year. Okay? For the entire year. You're talking about a tiny little bit of fruit. That's it. And now you motherfuckers eat 300 pounds a year. And you wonder why we have a fucking cancer epidemic and a heart disease epidemic. Heart disease is from sugar, people. Not fat, not cholesterol, not fucking saturated fats. It's from sugar. Okay? So, anyway. So let's back up. I think I saw a question here. Let me say hi to everybody that's tuning in to my rant today. So, Kim, Norma, what up? Matt Johnson, Janina, Roger, Kyrie, what up? Ricky, Jimmy Perez, what's up, dude? Nikki Lee, hey, girl. Steven Garcia, Madeline, Mark, Tara, hey. Justin, JJ, what up, dope? I was just at the stairs, JJ. You missed it. You should have come with me. Courtney, Angelica, Victor. Okay, let me see what questions I got. Okay, Kyrie says, what's your stance on autoimmune diagnosis? Okay, listen up, people, because I know you know people that have autoimmune diseases, because it's rampant in America too. Okay, What did I just tell you about sugar and flour? What did I just tell you? 300 pounds a year, they cause every fucking disease known to man. So those of you with autoimmune diseases, that's what caused it too. Okay? Autoimmune diseases are basically your body is inflamed as fuck. Okay? From shit you are eating and shit you are not eating. Okay? And what happens is you're eating foods that are wrecking your gut and your microbiome, which is bacteria in your gut, which your bacteria in your gut are your best fucking friends. And it's very, very vital for vibrant health that you take care of your gut every single day. And this is actually the number one reason why I never do a cheat meal. Number one is because I'm taking care of my gut health, right? Because if you don't take care of your gut health, that leads to every single disease you can imagine. Because when your gut is wrecked, you're going to be inflamed. Okay, you're gonna have systemic inflammation throughout your entire body, and that's what leads to eczema, psoriasis, lupus, fibromyalgia. What are some more autoimmune diseases? Your aches and pains, right? It also is what leads to depression and anxiety and heart disease and cancer. You fucking name it. It is because your gut is wrecked, and it's because you're eating bread, pasta, cereal, cookies, cakes, soda, sports drinks, all this shit that is wrecking your gut and your microbiome, inflaming your body, and because you live in a constant state of systemic inflammation, depleting your body of more nutrients and destroying your cells, you end up with a fucking diagnosis of some health disease or some health problem or disease. Diabetes type 2 too. So, anyway, so that's the answer to that, Kyrie. So for those of you that have autoimmune diseases, here's how you fix this. Okay, here's a quick and easy that helps the majority of people, depending on how fucked up you are from all the years of eating bullshit you've been eating. And it only takes one bite, people. You take one bite of pizza, your gut is fucked for weeks. Because now you just took a bite of something that just literally just tore fucking holes in your gut, right? And inflamed you, and now you're fucked. And it's going to take weeks of eating perfect before that shit's going to heal up, right? So you're going to be inflamed for weeks after one bite. This is exactly why I never fucking have cheat meals, because I ain't about to fuck up my gut and then be fucked up for weeks and then have to be worrying about like getting a gym injury or something, and I'm not going to be able to train, right? Plus I'm going to feel lazy and feel like shit and be dealing with anxiety and maybe depression and shit like that. Fuck you! Hell no! Keep that food away from me, man. I ain't fucking touching it. And this is why I say all the time, my famous phrase, I don't eat that. If you've ever been around me, you've heard me say this. I go to restaurants, and I'm like, hey, when I'm talking to the waitress, they'll be asking, like, oh, do you guys want some bread? No, sorry, I don't eat that. I don't eat this. And when I talk to them, like, hey, when I'm asking them if something has something on there, I'm like, hey, does it have any blah, blah, blah on this? Because I don't eat that. Right? You always hear me say that shit. Because I ain't about to fuck up my gut. Right? So it just leads to a whole domino effect of problems. And then you guys are like, how do you do it? How do you not give in? It's easy. I ain't fucking stupid. It's easy. I know what that shit does to the body internally. And I'm not about to do that shit to myself. It's kind of like this. Imagine this. You get weak. You give in. You eat those brownies. You might as well just go take a screwdriver and just stab yourself in the gut. Same effect. Okay? It's the same effect. You might as well do the same thing. So, that's how I visualize it, right? The other thing that I visualize too when I see people eat stuff like that, this is what I envision. Yeah, this is no joke. When I see people eat bread or eat cake or eat whatever, and I don't say anything to them. It's their life. They're adults. They can do whatever the fuck. But you don't get to complain, right? You don't get to complain that you got health issues, that you got depression, that you got anxiety, that you got this, when you're fucking doing it to yourself, right? But I literally, when I see people, like when I go out to like restaurants or, maybe I'm at somebody's house and there's like a birthday party or something, and I see like moms feeding their kids cake, right? And pizza and shit like that. In my mind, I envision them cutting their wrists. That's how serious this is. So when that mom is handing that kid a piece of cake, I'm like, you might as well go slice that kid's wrist. It's the same shit. You're killing them. So anyway, that's how savage I think. Like, I'm like, man, you motherfuckers are stupid. So anyway, let's see. Mark asked me, is there a CBD product that doesn't cause a failed drug test? So here's the deal, Mark. Most CBDs on the market, like mine, is from hemp, not marijuana. Okay? So hemp does not get you high whatsoever. Okay? You can smoke a telephone pole long, like, hemp tree and you'll never get high. Okay? But it does have trace levels of THC. There's no psychoactive effects. It just helps create like an entourage effect of all the other cannabinoids, because CBD is just one of the cannabinoids in CBD, or in the product, right? CBD is just the main one, but there's tons of other. There's CBN, CBU, THC, all kinds of many other ones, and they all have a benefit in the actual full spectrum CBD, right? But if you drug screen for work, it can still show up on your drug screen, right? So if you drug screen for work, do not take a full spectrum. Take a THC free. And I actually have one right here. So, right here, it's THC free. See that white lid? That means it's our THC free. So our black ones, our full spectrum have a black lid. See that? So this one has like 85 plus cannabinoids in it, CBD being the main one. This one is just pure CBD, no other cannabinoids, no THC. We're actually getting ready to release we're actually going to be replacing this with a broad spectrum, which is actually basically the full spectrum. So all the cannabinoids, which is highly beneficial, minus the THC. So we're actually going to be replacing our THC free with the broad spectrum one here pretty soon. So that'll be super cool, because the full spectrum stuff's amazing. Love this stuff. But anyway, so yeah, there's the answer to your question. What's up, Chris Ward, Courtney, Angelica, Jimmy? Yes, you are correct. Victor, James, what's up? Amy, Erica, Heather, Matt says, what does my shit smell like? Roses, baby, like roses. Chris Harrison, Dane, let's see, DM me, I'm a living example of, I didn't see that question. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see, David Combs and Sean Woodcock. So, anyway, so back to my original talk. Consistency's king, baby. Consistency is king. Okay, it doesn't matter how good you are a couple days a week. You got to be good every day. You got to be good every day to become great. And another thing that you guys got to realize too, because a lot of you guys are afraid to start things because you're afraid of sucking at them. Right? Or you're afraid of failing, or you're afraid of making mistakes. What you guys have to understand is that failing and sucking and making mistakes is a part of the process. Okay? It's a part of the process, because those mistakes that you make are going to be your greatest teachers. Those failures that you have are going to be your greatest lessons. Right? And in the beginning, you're gonna fucking suck. That's just how it is. You can't get great without sucking in the beginning and learning. Right? You can't. Like, for those of you, like, for example, let's take fitness. When you first, like, for example, let's say you want to get in shape, you want to go run 1,000 steps. I just ran 1,000 steps. Okay? And I was doing laps around people. Okay? And when you go there the first time, you're gonna fucking suck. You may even throw up after the third one. Okay? Now, I run 10 of these, double step running, for like, and in like 35 minutes or less. Okay? 10 times. I'm running laps around people. It takes some people an hour just to do like 5. Okay? And I do 10 in 35 minutes. Right? But when you first start going there, you're gonna suck. But if you stay consistent and you do it all the fucking time, like for me, I go to the stairs once a week. And the main reason I go there once a week is to, mainly to keep my stair shape, right? Because I actually stopped going there for a while, and I work out every single day, but stair shape's a whole nother level of shape, okay? Whole nother level, okay? Because not only is it killing your cardio, it's killing your legs, right? So your legs burn out and you can't even like lift them up, right? So, and on top of that, like my heart rate hit 194 today, right? That was my peak today, it was 194. So, so you're being killed cardio-wise, and you're being killed because your legs are just toast, right? So, but when you first start going there, you're gonna fucking suck. You're gonna suck, right? You're probably gonna pass out, you might vomit, right? But if you go every single week, that, 3 times, next time you'll be able to do 4. Next time you'll be able to do 5. Next time you'll be able to go 6. Next time you'll be able to go 7. Then one day you'll get to 10. Then, maybe it takes you a fucking hour and a half to do those 10. Well, next time maybe it'll take you an hour 15. Right? You're going to get faster. You're going to get faster. You're going to get better. You're going to get better. You're going to get better. And that's the power of consistency. Now, same thing like when it comes to tracking your food, right? Because if you want to get ripped, if you want to lose weight, you got to track your fucking food, okay? Because your idea of 1,200 calories, 1,400 calories is not. It's more like 3,400, 4,400. When you start weighing your portions and tracking your shit, you're going to see you've been eating like a badass. Because your idea of what 1,200 looks like, 1,800 looks like, 2,000 looks like, it's not. It's double or triple that, okay? You motherfuckers are pigs, right? And your waistline shows it, okay? So, when you start tracking your food, you're gonna suck, right? And a lot of you guys, the reality is, you don't want to track your food because you don't want to face the reality of how much of a fatty you are, right? You don't want to hold yourself accountable because you know you eat more than you should and you don't want to give it up. That's why you don't track your food, right? That's why you don't step on the scale. But guess what? If you don't do either one of those and create some self-accountability, you're never going to get the body you want, period. Never, okay? So, let's back up. When you start tracking your food and you start weighing your portions, you're going to suck at it, right? It's going to take you a long time because you don't really know, not really that long, but it's going to take you a lot longer than it will once you develop the habit and you get good at it, right? So you're going to suck at it, right? You're going to suck at tracking, you're going to suck at weighing your portions, you're going to suck at like all kinds of stuff. But as you do it day after day after day after day after day after day, you'll get better and better, and then you'll start like creating like a little habit and a little routine that you do, and then it'll just be no problem, right? And that's also another little hack to success too, is if you do something on average for 66 days straight, it will form into a habit, okay? So that's science, baby. Some will, the whole 21 day, that's bullshit, okay? It takes on average 66 days or more, okay, to develop a habit. If you work really, really hard at it, and you do it for 66 days, it'll start to become a habit. Once it's a habit, it's easy, guys. It really is. Like, you guys ask me, like, how do you work out every day? It's a habit. I've been doing this shit every day, like, for years. So for me, it's easy. Like, that's the first thing that I do in the morning when I wake up. I don't even eat. I just wake up and go work out. Except for the days that I'm training my clients on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. I train them first. Still haven't eaten yet. And then as soon as I'm done training them, I'll go work out. And it's 7 a.m. It's still early in the morning, right? Because I get up at 4 a.m. on those days or earlier. So once I'm done training them, which is at 7, that's when I go work out. That's when I go to the gym. So, but that's how I do it. It's a habit. I've made it a habit. It's the same thing when it comes to, and here's another little tip too. Wake up early. Sacrifice your sleep. Wake up early and go work out. Especially those of you that have 9-to-5 jobs. Get the fuck up early and go work out. Okay? Because if you don't, not only are you going to never be consistent with working out after work, your workouts in the evening are also going to suck, because you're going to be so exhausted from the day that your workouts are going to be half-ass. So you're not going to work near as hard. So if you make the habit of getting up early and going to work out first thing, it's already done. Your metabolism spiked first thing in the morning. You've already got some endorphins. The rest of your day is going to flow. Then you can go home after work and just chill, watch some TV, hang out, right? Your work's already done for the day. So that's why I recommend that you get it done early, because those people who do it in the evenings, there's always something that comes up. Like my evening people always fucking miss sessions. Always miss sessions because there's something going on at work. I got a lot of business owners. They got some kind of fire to put out. They had some kind of thing. They have to, oh shit, I got to go to LA. Oh shit, I got to go to Palm Springs. Something always going on. So they miss sessions all the time, right? My morning people are super consistent because they get up before the kids get up, before they have to be at work. They get up, get it done, boom, their day is already set, right? But you're going to have to suffer and develop the habit of getting up early and sacrificing some sleep. And when you start making the habit of getting up early, you're going to be so smoked by the end of the day, it's going to be easy to go to bed early. Okay? You wake up early, wake up at 4 a.m. every day this week, and watch what happens. By 7, 8 p.m., your ass is toast. You're ready to go to bed. You're not going to be staying up late, I promise. Because you're going to be done, all right? So that's another thing that you should work on for 66 days to be consistent, is focus on waking up early. If you can discipline yourself to wake up early, you can discipline yourself to do anything. So, anyway, so, let's see. What other questions you guys got? I'm actually here at the place. I'm trying to find some parking right now because she's not here yet. It's busy in here. Let's see. Carrie says, you're so much fun. I am a lot of fun. I just don't tolerate people's bullshit excuses. And I just cut straight to the point. And for those people, and this is something that kind of Desiree's actually kind of developed too, because when she first started training, she was super sweet and super nice, you know. Now she's been training almost 10 years, and she still is super sweet and super nice, but she don't tolerate people's bullshit anymore. You get tired of hearing people whine and complain and hear their excuses, and you're like, no, shut up. It's because you're eating like shit. Stop making excuses and stop eating like shit. Sometimes I hear her say some things to her girls. I'm like, damn, did you say that? That's some shit I would have said. So, anyway, let's see. When you train, do you end up with random bruising? Random bruising. Are you like clumsy and banging weights on your legs and stuff? That's weird. No, you shouldn't be having random bruising. That also could be that you just could be nutrient deficient and a lot of stuff too. Yeah, Kyrie, stairs and stadiums are beast mode level. Absolutely. But yeah, my joints don't ever hurt. I do a lot of rolling, so I'm good. Or are you talking about whenever people eat like trash? Is that what you mean, Kyrie? When people eat like trash, their joints and stuff hurt? Absolutely. What's up, Juan Herrera? Mike DeLuna, Chris Mills, what's up? So, anyway, you guys got any more questions while you got me on here? You can ask me anything. I'm ready for it. Throw it at me. I'm ready. You guys can ask anything. Let me see. What else can we cover today? We covered consistency. We covered habits. We talked a little bit about CBD. Here's another little tip for you guys too. Being lean, being defined, having abs, okay, it's not from gaining muscle. I hear this all the time, especially from girls. Like, I need to gain muscle, I need to gain muscle, I need to gain muscle. And my question is always like, why do you feel like you need to gain muscle? Right? And this may be the case in some of your areas, like most of you girls have, flat asses, right? So you do need to gain some muscle in those areas, right? But I always ask them, like, why do you feel like you need to gain muscle? And they're like, so I can see, the lines and, see the lines in my legs, right? And the lines in my stomach. That doesn't come from gaining muscle, people. That comes from losing fat. You already have the muscles there, okay? You already have the muscles there. You just can't see them because you have a layer of fat covering them up, right? So, so if you get leaner, you start to actually reveal the outlines of the muscle, okay? So for you guys, if you don't have visible abs, you're fat, okay? Ladies, if you don't have definition, you're fat, okay? That means that your body fat levels are high. Even if you're 111 pounds, you can be clinically obese and be 111 pounds. I've seen it, okay? Most of you women watching this are clinically obese, which is over 32% body fat. Even if you're an average weight, well, average in America is fat as hell, so you're for sure obese. But even if you're like an average, you know, active person and you're only like 120, 130 pounds, you're probably still clinically obese. Over 32%. I see it all the time. The average woman that gets started with me is 35. Average. You're talking about people who already work out on a regular basis that are anywhere from 120, 130, 140 pounds, 35%. Average is what I see. So literally almost every single girl that steps foot in my gym is obese when she starts with me. So same thing with guys. If you're over 25% for dudes, the average dude that I get is anywhere from 25 to 28%. And these are just average looking guys. You know, they don't look like, you know, because I don't like to train heavy people. Like really heavy people, you know, like 200-pound women and 250, 300-pound dudes. I don't like to train heavy people. And the main reason is because there's an emotional reason why they're there, okay? Just like a drug addict, there's an emotional reason why they're a drug addict. Well, food addicts, there's an emotional reason that they're there, and it usually stems from something from their childhood, divorce from their parents, daddy wasn't around, mama wasn't around, so on and so forth. There's some deep-seated emotional issues that they haven't dealt with, and that leads to them using a substance constantly to get some kind of instant gratification, some kind of escape to make themselves feel better, because they have this issue subconsciously that is basically making them feel overwhelmed in life all the time and emotional and fucked up. So they're constantly looking for something to make them feel good now in the moment, which is sugar, which is why these motherfuckers eat 300 pounds a year, right? And or a substance, alcohol, drugs, whatever. So that's why I don't like to train heavy people, okay? And the main reason is because heavy people are not usually willing to do the work on themselves emotionally, which I have the solution for it, right? But they're not willing to do it. So what happens is they will always self-sabotage. And I don't have time for that shit. So that's why I like to train heavy people. I'm like, and I tell them right up front, I'm like, look, I don't really like to train heavy people. Here's why. You got some emotional issues, and we usually will kind of dig into where it comes from, and then I'll usually pinpoint it, and I'll be like, look, if you aren't willing to deal with that, I'm not going to train you. But if you are, I'll take you on. But if you're not, I'm not going to waste my time with you, because you're just going to waste my time. Because all you're going to do is self-sabotage. You're going to lose 20 pounds, gain 30. You're going to lose 20 pounds, gain 30. You're just going to keep doing this, and it's going to piss me off. So I don't even want to deal with you. I'd rather deal with like average people, normal people that actually don't have these emotional issues, so that way they can dial in their shit and they can get there. We can have some fun, okay? So let's see. Mark Beckers, does my book offer workout and nutrition plans? Yes, it does. There's 3 phases of workouts, 3 phases of nutrition in the book. Yep. For the ladies' books, there's 2 phases. Mark Elrod, what up, dude? Sue Howard, Peggy, hey. So, anyway, wife should be here any minute. I don't know where she at. But I think that's pretty much going to wrap up today's little live and little education for you guys. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to post below, or just send me a private message and I'll answer you that way, in case, you know, you're too scared to put it out there in public, which could actually help others, because I'm sure if you have a question, so there's other people out there that have the same question, so you may be actually helping other people if you ask the question. So don't be scared. But if you're too scared to put yourself out there or look stupid, then just send me a message and I'll ask it, or I'll answer it privately. So anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Remember, consistency's king. Doesn't matter how good you are part of the time. You got to be good every fucking day. Okay? And if you force yourself to do it 66 days, you're going to create a habit. It's going to make your life a lot easier once it's a habit. Okay? And, yeah, those were the two main topics that we need to talk about. And if you were listening to what I just said a minute ago, if you find yourself always running to food for comfort, or running to alcohol, or running to drugs, you got some emotional issues you need to deal with. If you need help with that, I can point you in the right direction and show you exactly how to fix it. It's actually really easy. I used to have them too. Okay, I used to have some really fucked up issues. Mine was, I never had an addiction problem, but I used to always escape by partying many days a week, and until I dealt with those issues. So I used to have some issues. So for those of you guys that have been following me for a long time, you know what that is. So, but I had, not only that, I had a lot of other ones too, but I dealt with them, and I'm cool now, so I don't have to worry about that. So anyway, I gotta run. Wifey's here, so I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.